Training employees successfully means having a good training plan. I'll talk about that and also provide a training plan worksheet in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. I recently made a video and wrote an article on cross-training employees, which is essential to make sure that you're covered when an employee is absent, even for a short period of time, but especially for a long period. Now, as part of that, I had mentioned that you need to have a good training plan once you decide on what training is required for people that you want to cross-train. So I've been using a planning worksheet for my training sessions. I also actually use it for meeting planning. So you could use it for both. And it's really a simple tool. I'll walk you through it and also provide a link of where you could download it. And the first thing you want to do is to identify the goal of the training. Now here's a sample for training of a sales reps or a group of sales reps on a CRM that's being implemented in a company. So the goal is to become proficient using the new company CRM. Then I have the date, the time that the training is going to start. Timing your worksheet in this way will help you inform the trainees on how long you expect them or they need to be at the training so they can plan accordingly as well. When you populate that box on time, it automatically copies to the first row. In this case, I have the purpose of the training, which should take about 5 minutes. Now, the purpose of the training, I always like to start with that because it's important that people understand that this isn't just a waste of time, but it's actually going to benefit them and the organization, and why and how. So it's really important that that gets explained at the beginning of the training. So as you can see, I put 5 minutes for that, and then the next line already has the next time because it's just added on as you go down and fill in each sequence. Now, another thing you want to make sure to include, and I'm going back to the top here, is the material required. So you need to think through all the steps of the training and know what material is needed. And then in the column next to who, and the who again could be yourself, but in some cases you may want to bring in another person to do part of the training. And so that there's where you indicate who is going to do that actual step in the training. And then next to it is how, and this is very important. Is it going to be demonstration? Is it going to be an activity that they're going to do? What is the methodology for the training? How are you going to do it? And then you want to have, again, the materials that you're going to need to do that. So the last column is the who, and that's who is going to provide that particular material. I put that in case you need to identify something that's perhaps special that you need to acquire or request. So it's very simple. You go through each line and then you fill it in and you come to the time that the session is going to end. Of course, you want to perhaps practice if you've never done this training before and make sure that your times are realistic and adjust accordingly. And this should be combined with my 7 steps to highly effective employee training and coaching, which walks you through the 7 steps to make sure that training is done properly. So if you use this worksheet to plan your training and then you apply the other worksheet and methodology of the 7 steps, you're sure to successfully train your employees or colleagues, whoever they are, that you need to train in this situation. So I hope you find this tool or this approach useful. Check out, as I mentioned, the other video and article on the 7 steps to training. I'll make the links available in the description of this video and also where you could download the worksheets. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, click on the accept or get notifications so you're made aware of new videos as they're released. Check out the blog section of my website for articles that go along with this video. Give this a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.